Okay, good morning. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, and it's great to be with you here at Croton Point Park to announce our partnership with Clearwater for the 2019 Clearwater Festival. Our partnership this year is part of a continuing relationship with Clearwater, this iconic festival and what it represents in terms of the environment. And this park being the venue for that festival is a very important thing over the number of years. This year we worked with the festival management to come up with an arrangement that would work. We know that economics are difficult, but we were able to settle an arrangement that was good for the festival so it could continue and still appropriate for the county to participate in. And so we're very happy to have that. In a second, Greg Williams is going to speak a little bit. We're going to ask Jason Samuel as well to say a few words. I think, what we have here is one more of the many great assets of Westchester County. The park system is really amazing. I mean, we've done, for some of you who've been with us, press conferences in various parts of the county, from Mountain Lakes in the northeastern part of the county to Glen Island. Playland obviously is a big issue, but it's still a wonderful, beautiful facility. We'll be back at Spray Ridge Pool pretty soon to announce the opening of that, and Tibbetts and elsewhere. This particular park, which also is the home to the Eagle Fest that happens in February, is a uniquely beautiful park sitting right on the Hudson River as it is. And this festival is a great use of that facility to highlight the environmental message that Clearwater has. So we're very happy to have all of this stuff together. We have many things going on in the environment. In a few seconds, Peter McCart, who handles this portfolio for us, will talk about some of those things so that you understand that the environmental emphasis of Clearwater is part of what we hope is an administration and a legislative commitment to environmental improvement. We've got a long way to go on the environment. We know that. No one is setting up parades and, waving flags that we've accomplished so much, but we're trying to do what we have to do year after year. And we know that the residents of Westchester expect us to do as much as we can to try to deal with the effects of climate change, to protect this beautiful river, to protect the sound on the other side of the county, to make sure that our air is as clean as it can be, all the things that we can do at the level that we're at the county government. But Clearwater, as I said, is an iconic festival. We're happy to be the host of it here. And I'm going to ask Greg Williams, who is the executive director of it, to come up, say a few words, talk about what's coming. Right now it's so darn cold. I don't think we can imagine how nice it'll be that weekend in June. So, Greg, paint the picture for us so we can at least feel mentally warm, if not physically warm.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, 100 years ago, Pete Seeger was born, and 50 years ago, he launched the Hudson River sloop Clearwater, which is a wooden sailboat that we still use today to teach thousands of children every year about the Hudson River and ecology. So in this year, 2019, which we refer to as our 50 and 100 year, we think about what we've accomplished in the last 50 years and what we hope to accomplish in the next 50. Over these past 50 years, we've played a key role in environmental milestones such as the Clean Water Act and the Superfund Law. And in past festivals, we focused on getting government's attention. This year, I'm delighted that we feel like we have the Westchester County government's attention, and we can shift that focus to driving citizen participation in programs such as clean energy, waste management, and recycling, instead of trying to always get that government attention. Of course, Clearwater's focus has always been on music as a means of inspiring participation, and this year we're delighted to have superstars like Ani DeFranco, Railroad Earth, the Wailers, and others, as well as many Clearwater favorites like Guy Davis and Tom Paxton and the Don Juans. So we hope you'll come visit us at clearwaterfestival.org to learn more about our plans, and we hope to see you here, hopefully on a very sunny June 15th and 16th for the Great Hudson River Revival. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Why don't we have Jason Samuel come over as well? He's doing some of the production on this.
All the production. So I'm really excited to be here. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. I think that I'm most excited to be such a integral part of the festival because we are carrying the flame of two of my idols, Pete and Toshi Seeger. And what's so important about today is something that Pete and Toshi held very near and dear to their heart. one of the most important parts of the legacy that they left, which is to build community with one another. And today, I think we're taking a giant step with this festival and the Westchester government in just doing so and improving our relations with the community. And very excited. Thank you so much.
I'm going to ask our Commissioner of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation, Kathy O'Connor, to say a few words. This is part of her kingdom, or queendom, I guess would be the proper way to put it. She's also joined by Peter Tattaglia, who's the Deputy Commissioner of PRC. The people that make these parks run are the real heroes of the Parks Department, just like the county police officers who do the job every day out on the roads are the heroes of the county government. Some of us take more credit than we deserve for the hard work that they actually do every day. And I know Kathy will talk about this park and the team that she has here.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you, County Executive Latimer. Yes, this is one of our 50 facilities. We love it. It's unique in that wherever you stand, there's just a beautiful vista. And as was already mentioned, I can't wait till June. I'm not a big fan of the outdoor freezing cold, but this is a wonderful conglomerate of people. And, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Sorry about that.
There has to be music somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was just to get you going. But what's really, as Mr. Latimer mentioned already, the staff that works here tirelessly. I'd like to just announce Phil Manuli is our superintendent. Phil is behind me. And Beth Bricker is also the young lady behind me, too. She's from the Recreation Division, and she actually oversees the event and works very closely with Clearwater on that day prior to and during the day. But I also would like to recognize our park chairperson. It's the Parks Board. Mr. Henry Neal is here, who's also, I believe, on your committee. So he's wearing a lot of hats while he stands here today. But we're really looking forward to it. We're very excited. I've been to Clearwater probably for the last 30 years, and it just gets better and better. So we're really looking forward to the weekend. And because it's Father's Day, we also really realize that a lot of families come and celebrate fathers when they're here on that Sunday. So congratulations to everybody. So glad that everybody's here. We look forward to seeing you in June. Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. Our final person to speak is our Director of Energy and Sustainability, Peter McCart. Peter was part of this administration on day one, and he brings a real interest in the area of environmental issues. We've got so many different things on the plate. We're making progress in a few of those areas. We've got a lot more to go, but Peter's our point person, and we're very happy to have him on board. Peter?
Thank you. Thank you, George. This is near and dear to my heart, the Clearwater Festival. I've been coming for years. It's usually around Father's Day. It's usually sunny. It's actually last year it was hot as heck. I come every year because of Father's Day, but it's all my friends are here. I come every year. The greenies, as I call them, are all out, and it's a wonderful day. It is a zero waste day, and I couldn't be more excited the fact that Westchester County now has really stepped up and doing a full sponsorship of this. It shows our commitment to the environment. It shows our commitment to sustainability, and it shows our commitment to reducing our greenhouse gas emissions and moving forward with sustainability. I'm not sure if everybody knows, but we have established a climate crisis task force. We have close to 200 people that have stepped forward to volunteer on this group, and we're still accepting more. We have some low-hanging fruit that we're going to be announcing soon that we're going to be taking on. They're going to have a short one-year success implementation, and then going forward, we're establishing a long-term climate action plan with all the full suite of everything that we need to do for our environment. And I can't thank George enough for really stepping up and doing the right thing here. So come and see June 15th, June 16th. You got to come out. It's going to be a good time. You're setting up all my favorite bands. It's going to be wonderful, people. So it'll be warm and sunny too. I guarantee. I guarantee. Thank you.
George, we got the one we need. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Just to show you Pete's personal commitment to these things, tonight at 7:30 on his own time, he chairs the Eastchester Environmental Committee. in the town of Eastchester, which has a meeting tonight. And so he doesn't end his workday, go home, have dinner, put his feet up, and watch the Knicks lose again. He'll be actually chairing this meeting at Town Hall. And it's just an example of how all of the people who work for county government are not just workers, but they're also people in the community who care about their community. So let me open it up to any questions. I'm sure Greg and Jason will be really happy to talk about the festival itself, which is probably what's really interesting here. But any other question, we're happy to help if anyone from the press has any questions.
So this is the first time that I'm trying to figure out. This is a partnership, a full partnership. What are you announcing exactly?
Well, this has been the venue for a number of years, Michelle, but the festival really needed some financial assistance in order to move forward. So the county has stepped up. We've absorbed about $25,000 worth of additional cost to help make this thing happen. I don't know where the festival would be, but we know that they're here now because we were able to come to this understanding. And what it really says is we're not just providing a venue for this to happen. We are committed to this event happening, and so therefore we've put resources where our faith is.
You spoke a little bit about some environmental initiatives that you guys were hoping to get started. Explain how that works in relation to the festival itself.
Well, I'll let Greg talk about the festival itself and how the theme of environmentalism is at hand. But just as a few examples, Peter mentioned that we've created a climate change task force to try to look at a host of different areas by which the county can reduce our carbon footprint. Right now, we're in the process of developing electric charging stations. I think we have 8 locations right now that we're looking at, and we want to expand that footprint as much as we can in order to provide an infrastructure so that we can shift more toward electric cars. We have a food waste recycling initiative right now that we're looking at. Most of the local governments, not most of them, a number of them, maybe about a third of them are looking at food waste recycling as the next biggest area for recycling since we've been doing plastic and metal and paper for the last 30 years. We are looking at how we might provide the transport function, which would make it affordable for these communities to do curbside pickup. Scarsdale is doing it. Rye City is prepared to do it, and we think that's going to spread it. So the county has a productive role in food waste recycling. We're in the process of changing over our bus fleet to more environmentally sensitive uses. We have a number of hybrid buses. We announced last year 78 hybrid buses. And truthfully, that's a step forward. It's not the ultimate step to get to a fully electric bus system, which King County, Seattle has, and we hope to get to that point too. There is a matter of cost and assistance from the federal government and state government to make that happen. But we're trying to transition that. So in a host of different areas, we're trying to show an environmental sensitivity, which we think steps it forward a little bit more.
And how does it relate to the festival?
That's where Greg.
Yeah. So as I alluded to in the past, we've put a lot of energy into either attracting sponsors who put on displays or teaching people how to get their government's attention through petitions or demonstrations. In this case, our focus is going to be on actually putting different Westchester County government programs on display and explaining how individual citizens can take advantage of those. So whether it's what solar panel subsidies are available, what kinds of new waste receptacles are going to be in use, how do you separate recyclables so that you make best use of Westchester County waste management programs. I'm hoping we'll have...
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I ask you to say and spell your first and last name?
Say again?
Say and spell your first and last name.
Greg Williams. That's Greg Williams.
And you are with Clearwater.
I am the executive director at Clearwater. More information at clearwater.org.
Who can talk more about the headliner? Is there a specific headliner, or you don't want to say there is a headliner? Or is like,
Sure. Jason Samuel, JASONSAMEL. Festival director of the Clearwater Festival. We have announced already some of the quote-unquote headliners, which included, as he mentioned before, Ani DeFranco, the Whalers, and Railroad Earth. We still have lots of very exciting announcements to come, of which people are going to be super excited about. We have some still headliners to announce. I cannot give you a hint, and I don't want to lead you in one direction or another, but it's
Definitely not going to be Elvis.
But it's some. We're looking at some great talent that have never played the festival before. If that's any hint, that's about the best that I can give you. Now you only have to dig through 42 years of festival lineups to figure out who it may be.
How many people attended last year?
Approximately 7,500.
Is it an entry fee?
What's that?
Entry fee or no? Is it
Oh, yes.
to the public?
It's open to the public, but the tickets are on sale right now. You can go to clearwaterfestival.org, which has all links to all ticketing for weekend, Friday, Saturday, camping. Yeah.
Children are free.
Children are free, under 12 years old.
Makes a great Father's Day.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Where specifically in the park is it held?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Right through here. Main entrance is right here, right?
Main entrance would be right here. The main stage is going to be just beyond that. Yep. Yeah, there's
Yeah, Jason, are festival maps available on the website?
festival maps are available on the website. There's actually 7 stages.
You've added.
No, it's always been 7 stages. Well, some of the stages are tents.
Right.
Right. So we'll have a workshop stage, and
Right.
it's a tent. The
Children.
dance stage, it's a tent. But certainly acts will be playing on them. Altogether, we usually have anywhere between 80 and 100 different acts throughout the weekend.
And it also, it's a great use of all of the camping facilities at the park as well. We have tent camping, RV camping, cabin camping. We make use of both of the large lodges that are way down at the other end of the park. And I think all of that is visible on the festival maps that are available at clearwaterfestival.org.
Can I just add
Please
one
do,
thing?
yeah.
I think it's very important to note, you keep asking how does it relate to the festival. With all the events that we do in the Parks and Recreation Department, this is one of the top festivals that actually hires staff, part of their staff, handles just recycling. There's zero waste. And that's really amazing, and people are very conscious of that. And we try desperately to remind them it's not just here; it's throughout our 50 other facilities. But Clearwater, hats off to them that they really, really hire and promote zero waste, which is awesome. Plus, the food is awesome too. The food is set up all down there. You can buy any type of food, and that's also a great addition.
So if there are no other questions, just to wrap it up, this is one more example of the different diverse things that we have in our parks. We're obviously in the middle of the winter time, but as the spring and summer comes, you're going to see a host of different things happening. We're still hosting the WNBA Liberty at the County Center. We believe we've got indoor football coming to the County Center if all the contracts get signed. We've got creative things planned at Playland this year. Probably about a month's time, we'll have a press conference to tell you what's going to be happening at Playland this year. And I think really what you're looking at, if you're not going to make it to Woodstock 50, I know most of you don't remember Woodstock. You have to be of a certain age or older. This is the 50th anniversary year for Woodstock. But if you can't make it to Woodstock, or if you're planning to go to Woodstock, come here and do the test run with an outstanding concert in June, and then you'll be ready for Woodstock in August. So if no other questions, thanks. If you want to interview anybody one-on-one, feel free. Thanks a lot for coming. Find a warm place to be.